Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Tonight, we add our own tradition, an evening of awards, recognition, and celebration as we look back on all the successes the school year has brought us. And we again especially salute our wonderful seniors of 2020, a class of 15 graduates. We are most grateful to all who have supported our choirs this year, parents, administrators, and community friends who have made it possible for us to achieve success. And tonight is a pivotal ceremony as we lay the groundwork for the next choir season. So again, welcome. And may the celebration tonight be a happy set of memories for you of the year past. Tonight, we would like to thank all of these people who have provided special support and assistance to the choirs this season. Please listen to the names of these very important friends of the Massillon Choirs and thank them for their work. Keval Patel, Choir Vice President, will now introduce them to you.
We are very grateful to work with skilled and helpful music staff members. Mr. Jason Neal, WHS Band Director, Mrs. Jen Smithizer, WHS Assistant Band Director, Mr. Jason Rock, Junior High Intermediate School Choir Director, Mrs. Erin Sullivan, Junior High Intermediate School Choir Director, Mrs. Julie Dewald, Elementary General Music, Mrs. Angela Bumgardner, Elementary General Music, Mr. Nathan Ott, Elementary General Music, Mrs. Sadie Fellows, Accompanist, Mrs. Kathleen Bachtel, Vocal Coach, Mr. Gary Smith, Vocal Coach, and Mr. Andrew Borden, Vocal Coach. Our administrators and Board of Education make all programs run smoothly and sincerely endorse our success. We are deeply appreciative for their dreams and hard work for music in the Massillon schools. Mr. Paul Salvino, Massillon Schools Superintendent, Mr. Mark Fortner, Massillon Schools Assistant Superintendent, Mrs. Christina Blair, Massillon Schools Curriculum Director, Mr. David Launschlager, WHS Principal, Mr. Anthony Thornsberry, CTE Director, Mr. Dan Studer, Dean of Students, Mrs. Renee Parr, WHS Assistant Principal, Mr. Craig McConnell, WHS Assistant Principal, Mrs. Liz Hersher, Massillon Board of Education, Mr. John Packley, Massillon Board of Education, Mr. Ron Perbich, Massillon Board of Education, Mr. Tom Radel Jr., Massillon Board of Education, and Mrs. Monica Weber, Massillon Board of Education. We would also like to thank Mrs. Linda Lockwood, Costumer, Mr. Eric Myers, Auditorium Manager, the Massillon Independent, Lauren Weigel, Candle Walk, Choir Tour Manager, Sharon Newman, Orchestra Hiring, Bus Garage, Dan McGrath, Jonathan Swanson, Musical Director, Tammy Swanson, Musical Vocal Director, Marcia Couch, Cafeteria, Massillon Alumni Association, and Matt Farrell, Dave Sheets, WHS Teleproductions. All these people have contributed in unique, important ways to our success this season. Please thank them all.
It amazes me how willing our fine parents are to take time from their busy lives to help our kids. The parents who serve as our choir boosters, executives, and are part of our booster membership are our support system. I rely on them throughout the entire year, and support their dedication for our program means so much to me, to our students. Our heartfelt thanks and appreciation go out to all of these parents, officers, and friends. Our officers are Wendy Santucci, Julie Hamilton, Amanda Teal, Dawn Slagle, Brianna Blaylock, and Tracy Ward. We also graduate a lot of active parents as well as kids tonight. To make this music program continue with excellence, it takes leadership and support. Many thanks to our parents who are always there for us and realize the positive impact music has had on our students. When our students get involved and participate in our core program like ours, it enables them to express themselves and share their special talents. We will now hear the final remarks from some of our representatives of our choirs. Our concert choir, Tatiana Nelson and Michael Mercurio.
I had a lot of fun this year. It was a lot of new experience being in high school my first year, doing choir. And it was really fun. It was a lot of fun doing it. I got cut off short because of Corona, but it was still fun, even though we didn't get to go to state with the men's chorus and with the concert choir. But I'm looking forward to trying to make it there next year and in select choir, and it was a lot of fun. I want to be there next year. So, see ya.
Our select choir representatives, Laura Neal and Zach Hamilton.
Hi, I'm Zach Hamilton, and I was one of the choir reps for the select choir. I represented the guys. and I'm here to talk to you about just the overall growth and bond of the select choir. So basically, our freshman year, it's the first year of high school. Everybody's very, keep to themselves and very nervous for everything. So I noticed that our bond there, we had a bond for sure, but it wasn't as strong as it should have been, I feel. But I feel like, as that year went on, we got to sophomore year, and we really started to branch out. We realized then, hey, we're getting older now. Now we're sophomores. We got to set an example for the freshmen. So then I think everybody really just clicked together at that point and just bonded, and really, then I noticed a bunch of more people going for the solos, just an overall strength, and not only the big group as themselves, but just all the sections together. And it was fantastic. I loved it. And I was honored to be the choir rep for the guys, not only just to represent the guys, but to help represent the whole entire choir and everything that we've been through, and strengthening our bond and just our strength in music. And now that we're here, I feel like all we can do now is grow. So thank you.
Our advanced choir junior representatives, TJ Robinson and Maddie Price.
This past year in advanced choir is one I'll never forget. I got to make connections with people new and old, and got to really explore music in a new way. This year we also took on the challenge of going AA for adjudicated events. As juniors who came from only singing Class B the previous year, it was a huge jump in difficulty. And at first there was a feeling of, oh man, how are we going to do this, and a lot of fear from us juniors. But after a while, with working with Mr. Cannon and the rest of the seniors, it turned into yeah, we can do this. And it really just became a matter of putting in the work. Of course it wasn't easy, because we hadn't truly learned how to balance fun and learning just quite yet, but eventually we were able to catch our stride just in time. Even though we didn't get to finish what we started, I strongly believe as a choir, we had what it took to bring home another plaque. The seniors of this group were amazing in every sense of the word. They are all true leaders and really helped us juniors understand what it means to really be an advanced choir member. So now look forward, going into a new year, a senior year at that. Us juniors now get to carry on the mantle of being leaders in this program and honor the traditions that we were taught. And I think I speak for all of us to say that we are excited to see what we can do next.
Women's chorus representative.
To me, women's chorus is like a safe place where we could just come in and forget about all of our problems in the outside world, or what tests we had to take, or what assignments we had to do. And we just sat down for an hour and a half every single week and just focused on these 3 pieces of music and how we could make them sound so beautiful, or what cool things we could do with our voices. And the music was very challenging at sometimes, but every single time we walked out of that choir room, we got better at something, or we just came out knowing something that we didn't know before. And I just loved this year's women's chorus because we were like one big, huge family, and we always helped each other through everything. And it was just so much fun, from the time that Miss Riley brought in donuts, or the time where we got one at districts. And it was just all around great energy and so much fun, and I just cannot wait for next year.
Men's chorus representatives, Keval Patel. And Jack Bachtel.
Hello, long time no see. Today I'll be speaking briefly about my experience with men's chorus. I think that being involved in men's chorus for all 4 years has been one of the highlights of my choir experience. Through men's chorus, I was able to interact with men of all grades and form a sense of camaraderie between us. I think men's chorus is a great avenue for developing musically, as you have more experienced members who can help guide you, and underclassmen are also exposed to more advanced music than they might be used to. If you're an underclassman, I highly recommend that you participate in men's chorus. It is an activity full of laughs, fun, and great music, and you won't regret it.
I would now like to introduce to you Zoe Paulus, student president of the choirs, who will now give her final comments.
Hello everyone, my name is Zoe Paulus, and I had the pleasure of being the president of the 2019-2020 school year. It has come to that time where I must reflect on all the memories I've had being a part of the choir program, a place I can easily call my home. From the beginning, walking into the room, I remember feeling nervous, but also really happy for what I was going to experience. This is where I started some of my friendships, but is also the real beginning of my passion for music and my involvement in this program. The following year was a little rougher, and I think everyone can say that the select choir is one of the rougher years of choir. And that is simply because it is the stepping stone into the advanced choir, and the choir also goes down a size. It is the year where we continue to grow, but can't wait to be a junior. But then finally, I got to the big top. I was in the highest choir, and I couldn't believe it. But what I couldn't believe was all the amazing memories that I was going to make being a part of the program. Both my junior and senior year, I experienced a lot of firsts. I went from singing A to singing double A in my senior year, and went from having a really small choir to doubling in size my senior year. This past year was also a first for the program. We had the Christmas Spectacular. This is my favorite time of the year, and it is when beautiful solos and orchestras play to their heart content. Like I mentioned before, this is the first year that the choir went double A, and I could not be prouder of my companions who helped make it happen. I have also had the opportunities outside of this program to grow in my musical abilities through All-State Choir, attending clinics for colleges, and musical. Even though there are so many achievements with the choir we made as a whole, my favorite memories come from my free time in the choir room or the work behind the scenes. A perfect example of this is cleaning and reorganizing the closet at the beginning of the year with my Vice President Cable Patel, and convincing him to put on a teacup costume, to decorating the auditorium for Christmas concerts while playing pentatonics and Mariah Carey music are also some of my favorite memories. But my most treasured memory of all times, I had a conversation with many individuals, all of you, whether they be about the past, the future, or the present. I enjoyed all of them. And because I built this connection, I can call this place my home and family. And even though I must leave, I know it will always be here blooming and growing. I look back at these memories and tell you them to inform you about all the amazing things coming your way within the walls of this program. Freshmen, you have another year, but you're one step closer to enjoying it. So enjoy it while it lasts and become a superior as a group and individual to add to the overall group. Sophomores, I enjoyed every chance I got to sing with you this year, and now you will be an advanced choir. So step up and show the seniors what you got, and have fun growing as an individual. Juniors, I enjoyed gaining your friendships and singing alongside you. Now you are a senior, so go make memories and step up as a leader. But most importantly, be yourself. Finally, for my seniors, it is time to move on. I wish you all the best in the world, and may music be in your life forever. Thank you.
I would also like to introduce our principal of WHS, Mr. Longslager, who will give his reflection on the choir's district success.
Hey, I just want to, this is a shout out to Mr. Cannon and all of his choir members. I know that unfortunately you've not been able to take part in the state events that you qualified for, and I know that they were canceled due to the pandemic that took place. I just wanted to send a quick shout out to all those students and all those particular people that have contributed to your success. I know that at the district meet, you qualified through a superior rating in all of your choirs, and what a great accomplishment that is. And I just wanted to send a quick message to all of you, telling you how proud I am of you. And if there were a state event this year, I'm sure you would have done an unbelievable job. But I hope that you're still thankful for the superior ratings that you did receive in the district meet. I wish you the very best of luck. I hope that you have a great summer. And as always, go Tigers.
Our students again impressively represented us at solo and ensemble adjudicated event in January. This is a wonderful time for our students to shine, and we could not be more proud. We simply have the best kids around. Our freshman SSA Class C superior rating were Paige Ackerman, Mackenzie Beggart, Jasmine Farrell, Hannah Hoover, Jasmine Zariegos Victoria, Tatiana Nelson, Caitlin Norris, Angel Reese, and Kendall Seibert. Freshman TTB Class C were Mike Mercurio, Matthew Riles, Isaiah McCullough, Tion Harris, Nick Bumgardner, Connor Moyer, Braden Geyer, Caleb Bailey, and Tyler Allen. Select Choir, SSA Class B, Anya Burns, Caitlin Egan, Samantha Elbert, Mary Gatchett, Jackie Geckler, Camille Graves, Madison Hale, Soraya Herring, Vanessa Gerard, Grace Knipe, Melanie Merritt, Bryn Love, Alexis Smith, Lainey Williams, Rachel Wesky. Our Select Choir TTB Class B, Bailey Alt, Zach Hamilton, Sam Johnson, Brennan Hodge, Ten Graber, Ezra Teal, and Devin Wilson. Our second Select Choir TTB Class B group was Xavier Geisinger, Isaac Hunsicker, Andrew Kennan, Joe Kerstetter, Jaden Martin, Andre Pullen, and Nathan Slagle. In advanced choir, our TTB Class A was Chris Wintrip, Kaval Patel, Zane Caperton Wenger, Gavin Blaylock, Davian Brown, Zach Edwards, Owen Kramer, Aaron Spencer, and TJ Robinson. Advanced Choir SSA Class A Group Orange consisted of Autumn Davlin, Catherine Parrish, Claudia Vargas, Jersey Knight, Maddie Rarick, Reese Williamson, Haley Leiber, and Emily Ryder. We also had an advanced choir SSA Class A Tigers group that was Mackenzie Copeland, Cyan Gump, Ella Homard, Madison Moyer, Zoe Paulus, Maddie Price, and Paige Vi. And we had a third advanced choir SSA Class A group, the Black group called Ariana Carter, Brooke Hamilton, Bethany Santucci, Celeste Revere Holler, Essie Davis, Emily Neal, and Jenna Ramsey. Washingtonians went as a chamber ensemble, Class A. That was Gavin Blaylock, Jacob Campbell, Mackenzie Copeland, Essie Davis, Zach Edwards, Brooke Hamilton, Ella Homard, Owen Kramer, Josh Martin, Josie Mail, Emily Neal, Kaval Patel, Zoe Paulus, Jenna Ramsey, TJ Robinson, Claudia Vargas, Demi Ward, Reese Williamson, and Chris Winthrop. The Ohio Music Education Association, OMEA, is one of the largest state affiliates of the National Association for Music Education. OMEA, an association that has been in operation for over 85 years, is one of the largest state affiliates of the National Association for Music Education, and it serves Ohio's 1.8 million students in schools and universities across the state. The OMEA Professional Development Conference was held this year in Cincinnati, January 30th through February 1st, and it is the third largest music conference in the United States. This year, the All-State Choir performed challenging works under the direction of Dr. Andre Thomas. Congratulations to the following students that were selected by competitive audition to participate in the 2020 OMEA All-State Honors Choir: Zoe Paulus, TJ Robinson, and Christopher Winthrop.
Next, we will present our service awards. Throughout the year, an amazing number of our students serve the choirs in a great variety of ways, working on staff and in preparation of extra performance. We want all of their service to be recognized, but in the interest of time, not every name may be read this evening since 150 names are involved. All students who achieve 2 full years of participation in choir will receive a letter in special music design that they can wear in their school jacket. Each of their extra involvements in choir will be recognized after the award ceremony with the presentation of a bar for their letter. In this way, they can display proudly to the whole community of Massillon what their dedication to the choir has been. The appropriate bars will be presented in class in the fall. Freshmen who have had extra involvements will receive their bars this year, and they can place them on their letters as soon as they letter at the end of their next year.
All students who have helped us in the Office of Student Aids will receive a bar for their letter. That will include Davian Brown, Jacob Campbell, Emily Hilbert, Brent Longstreet, Catherine Parrish, Kaval Patel, Zoe Paulus, TJ Robinson, and Reese Williamson. All students who have served as coffin leaders will also receive a bar for their letter. For select choir coffin leaders, Coffin 1 was Silence Castle with Mary Gatchett, Coffin 2, Madison Hale with Isaac Hunsaker, Coffin 3, Sam Johnson with Grace Knipe, Coffin 4, Austin Owens with Andrew Kennan, and Coffin 5, Lainey Williams with Saray Herring. All underclassmen section leaders will receive a bar for their letter. Concert choir section leaders for quarter 2, Jasmine Mazariegos Victoria, Liz Menchas, Isaiah McCullough, and Nick Bumgardner. In quarter 3, Miriam Joseph, Angel Reese, Braden Geyer, and Sebastian Carey. Select choir section leaders for quarter one were Anya Burns, Melanie Merritt, Ezra Teal, and Carson Schindler. For quarter two, Barbara Monroe, Alexa Smith, Nathan Slagle, and Isaac Hunsaker. For quarter three, it was Morgan Hannon, Rachel Evanoff, Sam Johnson, and Andrew Kennan.
All students who participated as cast members of the musical will receive a bar in the shape of a treble clef.
Members of the advanced choir will receive a lyre-shaped bar for their letter. There were 48 advanced choir singers this year.
Members of the Washingtonians will receive a lyre-shaped bar for their letter. 19 Washingtonians served our school and community this season. Our senior advanced choir executive staff handles a great many of the day-to-day and organizational jobs of the choirs. They are an invaluable assistance to us in the office, rehearsals, and in concert and project preparation. Our section leaders include Emily Hobart, Zoe Paulus, Zane Caperton-Wanger, and Jack Bachtel. Our officers include Social Chair Brianna Price, Business Manager Claudia Vargas, Costume Manager Jaden Mitchell, Concert Manager Jack Bachtel, Facility Manager Jacob Campbell, Librarian Autumn Davlin, and Secretary Demi Ward. Our Vice President was Keval Patel, and our President was Zoe Paulus. We recognize these fine students for their many, many hours of work throughout the season. And now, we will recognize our graduating choir class of 2020. We have presented their choir key jewelry, as is our tradition. They have also received their senior photo and a headshot with their cap and gown. Reserve talent and quiet in the choir. I know that this student's dreams will always go higher. With a strong sense of fashion and her smile aglow, we wish Claudia the best wherever she may glow. Claudia Vargas is attending college at Cleveland State University to major in biology. This smart and quiet individual is always polite. His humor and creativity is anything but trite. Pure voted fittest man of choir, Jack Bachtel, his humble attitude I never will tire. Jack Bachtel is planning on going to the University of Akron to major in marriage and family therapy, and his parents are Matthew and Stacy Bachtel. Quiet in and out of rehearsal, this student is seen, but her personality and humor are really quite keen. I'm so proud to have known her these past 4 years. Please honor Cyan Gump, the soprano who is not afraid to volunteer. Cyan Gump is preparing to go to college in either Sweden or Ohio to major in something either medical or an artistic field. Her final comment is, being in choir has opened up my mind and helped me learn about a topic I was deeply passionate about. I'm proud to say I did it and met so many amazing directors and people along the way. Her parents or guardians are Nicole Gamble and Roger Gump. With interests varied, her passion knows no bounds. She will be successful from a bullseye to making vibrant sounds. To her we thank for our new choir OB pass. We all shout hooray for Jaden Mitchell and Mass. Jaden Mitchell is planning to go to the University of Toledo to major in engineering. Her final comment is, I have been growing and grateful for every second in the program, from the moment we learned if I had one wish in 5th grade. All the time spent in every choir with every teacher has really paid off in making me the person I am today. My peers and loved ones have always supported me in the effort I've made to succeed and work for this program, and I enjoy being able to showcase my ability and support those climbing to the top to take my place in years to come. Her parents and guardians' names are Jason Mitchell and Monica Rohr. For a limited time, I had this student, but it still deserves an encore. My only regret is not getting her to cry more. Of course I joke, because I wish her the best. Ella Homard, be successful in all your quests. Ella is planning to go to Hiram College to major in communication and minor in theater. A doubter of my kickball skills, this student's growth is tremendous. From freshman to senior year, his potential is absolutely endless. His dance skills and leadership in men's chorus no one will forget. Davian Brown, his pursuit of acting is dead set. Davian Brown is going to the College of American Academy of Dramatic Arts to major in acting. His final comment is find your true passion and pursue it with all of your heart. His parent and guardians' names are Kervin Brown and Janine Taylor. One of the coolest things that I get to see is a student who knows what they want to be. He demonstrates day by day with the time he puts in with helping. Say farewell to Jacob Campbell. His desire to teach is truly compelling. He is currently undecided which college he wants to attend, but intends to major as a history teacher or a school counselor. His parent guardian names are Kevin Campbell and Michelle Campbell. Studious and smart, this alto you can see, with a book in her hand and always in the correct key. Her choir position and work go hand in hand. Let's all congratulate Autumn Davlin, who is absolutely grand. Autumn Davlin is planning to go to Kent State University to major in art history. Her final comment is, I am glad I got to experience this musical journey and will continue to use the skills and lessons I have learned all these years, whether being in choir in college or by singing my future children lullabies. Her parent guardians' names are Paula Williams and Richard Davlin. Not afraid to be heard, this soprano's comments ring true. For being a section leader is something she can do. Working hard to keep her section following the rule, we wish Emily Hobart the very best for life after high school. Emily Hobart is planning on attending Walsh University to major in early childhood education. Involved and dedicated the student has always been, but it's time for him to leave, much to my chagrin. Memories of choral floral dancing and men's chorus fun. Keval Patel, his growth and achievements are second to none. Keval Patel is planning on going to Ohio University, but is currently undecided in his major. His parent guardian names are Amisha and Amit Patel. One who communicates and always on top of things, this alto is headed for much greater things. Her achievements and what she does simply has me floored. I'm so happy to congratulate Miss Demi Ward. Demi Ward is planning on going to Malone University to major in nursing. Always talented with a high B to belt, her drawings of her and her dad was very heartfelt. Her dreams and ambitions will hopefully never be misplaced. We say farewell to Emily Neal, a soprano who can't be replaced. Emily Neal is currently undecided on where she wants to go, but wants to major in visual art or engineering. Her parent guardian names are Jason and Libby Neal. With this individual, I have a long and storied past, from student teaching in 4th grade to returning to Massillon at last. A top-notch individual who is always ready to lead, your choir president Zoe Paulus, whose passion will always exceed. Zoe Paulus is planning on going to Bowling Green State University to major in music education with a focus on vocal. Her final comment is, as my senior year comes to an end, I realize I have had a lot of opportunities within this program that I could never have gotten anywhere else. So now I have to say goodbye to my family and individuals who have made me who I am. So I leave you with a quote by Paulo Coelho. If you're brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with a new hello. Her parent guardian names are Ken and Terry Paulus. Known for his work in manufacturing and his clarinet skills, the student's leadership in his section has no frills. Straight to the point as his and his section preps, we wish Zane the best in all of his next steps. Zane Caperton-Winger is going to be working at JAE Tech Incorporated, and his final comment is no goal is ever out of reach. If it seems that way, you just need to reach out a little bit further. The parent guardian names are Janice Morris and Steve Caperton. singing off-key or terrible blend. She would clearly say 10 out of 10 would not recommend. Her dream and passion can be found in nursing. Farewell to Brianna Price, whom we will miss while rehearsing. Brianna Price is planning to go to Kent State Stark to major in nursing. Her final comments, 10 out of 10, would not recommend. Parent guardians' names would be Tanya and Wesley Price. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating choir class of 2020. Each season, we recognize 6 of our outstanding underclassmen. Their award is a beautiful medallion which is to be worn on their performance costumes to mark in public our esteem for them and their fine work. The lineage of students who have been distinguished by these awards shows great value. Without fail, they have become an integral part of our choir success and tradition. Most promising freshman is a special honor. We must consider every part of excellence in a developing choir member: daily work, talent, self-discipline, contribution to the group. Many factors come into play over the entire year, and it's a joy to watch these young people rise and grow. Tonight's recipients are truly promising. They both work to sing their best, are always alert and excited about rehearsal. They have offered a lot of leadership to their class. They get involved in many things and balance a healthy choir life with other school activities. We know they will become outstanding leaders of our vocal music department in years to come. It is a privilege to announce the 2020 most promising freshmen to Mackenzie Beggart and Isaiah McCullough.
Sophomores represent the best example of how much students can progress in one year. They are seasoned performers and yet still look to the upperclassmen molding their future in the program. We admire their growth and look forward to the excellence of their future. Tonight's sophomore honorees have shown improvement in every facet of their choir membership. We have seen them grow vocally, personally, and spiritually as they have become leaders in the select choir. They will surely prove to be among the leaders of our top choirs in the next several years. It is with delight that I announce the 2020 Most Improved Sophomores, Anya Burns and Xavier Geisinger.
The juniors prepared to take over the leadership of next year's choirs. They have watched and learned, they have performed proudly, and they have developed their own talents. Tonight's most dedicated juniors are special kids. They involve themselves in many extras, from solo and ensemble contests to the musical. They distinguish themselves both musically and personally. These young leaders have proven to have the spirit which embodies the Massillon Choirs and are prepared to become leaders in their senior year, which we look forward to with great excitement. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to announce the recipients of the 2020 Most Dedicated Juniors, Josie Mayo and Gavin Blaylock. The group of students who auditioned for Washingtonians this spring were wonderful representatives of growing talent and performing skills in our program, as well as witnesses to the large shoes that they have to fill. We have no doubt the group chosen will be able to maintain the prestigious tradition of excellence now associated with the history of the ensemble. This year's Washingtonians were another outstanding group of performers who brought great joy to audiences near and far. No one outside the group may realize the intense personal and artistic experience these students go through as they develop together. We recognize one more time this year's Washingtonians. I am deeply honored to present to you next year's Washingtonians. I will announce their names in no particular order. Josie Mayo, TJ Robinson, Mackenzie Copeland, Gavin Blaylock, Brooke Hamilton, Reese Williamson, Chris Wintrip, Anya Burns, Zach Hamilton, Owen Kramer, Xavier Geisinger, Emily Ryder, Sam Albert, Zach Edwards, Jenna Ramsey, Tennyson Graber, Bailey Alt, Rachel Weston, S.C. Davis, and Grace Knight. Congratulations to the 2020-2021 edition of the Washingtonians. You have a great experience waiting for you.
The following people were elected to our choir council next year by the full membership of the choirs in a secret ballot. We're certain that they will do everything in their power to continue the organizational excellence and tradition of discipline and leadership long associated with our choirs. They will function as the advisory council. Each officer has had a vote of confidence placed on them. Each must live to their fullest this good faith. We look forward to seeing the results of your actions. This year's social chair, Brooke Hamilton. For costume manager, Emily Ryder. Concert manager, Owen Kramer. For librarian, Reese Williamson. For facility manager, Chris Wintrip. For secretary, Bethany Santucci. For business manager, Josie Mail. And now to introduce our Vice President and President for the 2020-2021 school year. For Vice President will be Gavin Blaylock, and for President, TJ Robinson. We would also like to announce the appointed section leaders of the advanced choir who will add to the executive council. For soprano, Josie Mail. For alto, Maddie Price. For tenor, Chris Wintrip. And for bass, TJ Robinson.
The Arian Award has been presented for many years by the Massillon Choirs. It has always marked an outstanding member of the graduating senior class who has shown leadership of both musical and personal ways. At WHS, it is student-voted honor, giving our choirs an opportunity to recognize one of their peers. The Arian Foundation was established to give national recognition to junior and senior class members chosen by their schools for outstanding achievement in band, orchestra, or choir. Students who receive the Arian Foundation Awards attain both academic and community standing. Because of its prestige, the Arian Award has been a major factor in obtaining scholarship offers. Our recipient, voted by peer choir members, will be presented a plaque. In addition, this year's names will be engraved upon a perpetuating plaque to remain always in the choir room. It is a privilege to present the 2020 Arian Award for the Massillon Washington High School Choirs to Zoe Paulus. And now, we would like to add a few other special recognitions to outstanding members of outstanding senior class. It is a pleasure to honor a few young singers who have provided outstanding service to the choirs over their years. All performers have their stars. those who attract attention. Yet, in a choir, it is equally important to have those who strive to maintain a consistent level of excellence every day. They are the groundwork of the choir's growth. They are noted and deeply appreciated by their directors. I'm proud to honor one such fine student this evening. I present the Service Award for 2019 to 2020 to Demi Ward. Leadership is a quality difficult to define. Instead of displaying itself in the act, it is revealed in results. Leadership springs from personal integrity. It helps to make those around the leader more comfortable, more capable, and more successful. Leadership spreads to others. A leader is not soon forgotten. As well will be the case with this student, whose leadership will be an example to Massillon Choir members for many seasons. It is a privilege to present the 2019 to 2020 Leadership Award to Jacob Campbell. I am pleased to announce the Director's Award for this season. The recipient will also receive a plaque and have their names engraved upon the perpetuating plaque to remain in the choir room. The honor is presented to a senior for special distinction in all areas of choral membership. Tonight, I will recognize the finest of the finest. Our recipients have truly distinguished themselves in all areas: involvement, performance, commitment, contribution. In a class this large and talented, my original list of those who would be considered for such an award was quite lengthy. So as I whittled down that long list, my mind was flooded with great memories: concerts, shows, Washingtonian events, and tours. In presenting a Director's Award, I have had the privilege to honor those who make it rewarding to be a teacher, the kids who provide the moments that warm my heart. I'm so thankful to have the opportunity to teach such talented kids. It is with deep appreciation for a long-lasting contribution to our program that I proudly present the recipient of the 2019-2020 Massillon Washington High School Choral Directors Award to Keval Patel and Zoe Paulus.
Hi, Massillon Washington Choirs. This is just a final goodbye until I see all of you except for the seniors in the fall. I'd just like to address the freshmen and say, just looking over the year, it was so nice to see just how happy you were as a choir and how relaxed you were in rehearsals and how much fun you seem to have. And I'm really looking forward to getting to work with you next year. I think it'll just be a lot of fun for us. And I'm hoping that next year we'll be able to spend more time for you getting to know each other in your choir and spend more time getting to see how you guys work together more in groups and more independently. To Select Choir, I'd like to say that for me, I just had a really awesome year with you guys, sincerely. Every day I enjoyed coming in and working with you. You were just so easy to work with. You were just engaged. You showed a lot of leadership, and I know that Mr. Cannon's really excited to get to have you be a part of Advanced Choir. I'm just disappointed that the year got cut short and I didn't get to spend more time with you. In looking at Advanced Choir this year, I really saw the juniors just take that leadership role that I was hoping that they would take, and you guys really seemed to meld together with those seniors and just make a truly outstanding choir this year, and just a great balance of work and fun. Seniors, I just hope that you enjoyed your year. You showed great leadership, great service, and make sure that you keep in touch with us through social media. Don't forget about us here at the high school. Best of luck with your future, with college, and with work, and everything else that you do in those future endeavors. Thank you so much, and goodbye.
As we conclude tonight's ceremony, I would like to share some of my thoughts with the seniors. Normally, I would get to do this in front of you, and as I speak, I would get to look at everybody, and including my graduating seniors. Seniors who've gotten a superior rating every year. Seniors who have continued to grow our program and striven for greatness. The seniors who have made a difference throughout their years in the Massillon Choirs. These seniors have grown so much since their freshman year. I know that you will continue to grow and exceed expectations in your coming years as college students, as workers, as contributors to our society. I hope that you never forget the memories that you made here as a Massillon Choir alumni. I hope that you continue to make music in some aspect, whether it be professionally, through others, or simply in the car on the way to work or school. I hope that you never forget the sensation of nailing a chord in perfect harmony with each other as a judge utters a resounding, wow. It's these moments that shape you into a human, someone who feels and understands, someone who works with others and accomplishes objectives that they have spent hours tirelessly perfecting. So, although I can't see you, rehearse you, or share those moments with you at this time, I wish you the very best in all that you do. Freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, these seniors have been in the program for 4 years, growing and continuing a tradition along with making some new traditions. I know that you will only continue to build and grow. These alumni and other past proud alumni are rooting for you and are supporting your endeavors. They have been where you are now, and I know that you will make them proud as you light the way for future choirs. There's nothing that I look forward to more than getting to stand in front of you again as we sing the first note as a group in months. Finally, seniors, forgive me if I forget. But I hope that no matter where you go or what you do, I hope that you always will abide. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Thank you so much for everything that you have done.